Let me into that machine. No, you can't go on now. Somebody's doing his stuff. I can't, Professor, or you'll just watch me. Let me into that machine. No, you can't go on now. Somebody's doing his stuff. I can't, Professor, or you'll just watch me. Let me into that machine. No, you can't go on now. Somebody's doing his stuff. I can't, Professor, or you'll just watch me.
Welcome to the Crimson Room, or something like that.
Ara. Welcome to the Crimson Room, sweetie.
Welcome to the Crimson Room. Please take a seat.
No need to be nervous. The Crimson Room welcomes you.
Oh, welcome to the Crimson Room. You look so sweet.
Welcome to the Crimson Room. Enjoy your stay.
to the Crimson Room. Have a seat, please.
Welcome to the Crimson Room, darling.
Yara Daza. Welcome to the Crimson Room.
Oh, hello there. My master has been expecting you. Please, come this way and enjoy your time in the Crimson Room.
Yo, how's it going, everybody? It is I, your sadistic spirit guide, Yokai Papiwolf. Welcome back to the Crimson Room. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We will be joined by Valerio D.Sixx, a good friend, a person who I honestly enjoy talking to when I can. He's pretty straight with me. He's one of the people in this community that I have gotten to know and I've gotten to like really enjoy. So I'm going to undeafen him so he can introduce himself. Valerio, can you wait, give me a quick second? I forgot to make something for you, but introduce yourself right now. You're a corporeal voice until I make that quick Fuji link. But say hi to the.
I am a corporeal voice.
Now, okay, you're good now. You're on the screen.
Wait. Hi, hello. Do you want me to start now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good to go.
Hi. Hello, everybody. I'm Valerio D.Sixx. I'm a V-singer and ex-VTuber manager and currently a YouTuber at the moment. Lovely to meet all of you. Papi, thank you for having me.
Of course. I'm glad. Happy to have you on. It's been... I don't think that we've ever collabed, if I think about it.
We've never. we planned one, I think, a year ago, and it was like 11 months in advance, and nobody remembered.
Oh my god, did we? What was it for?
I think it was also an interview.
Okay, that's making more sense. I think real life things came up, and like I said, at that time I was moving around a lot. Like I think I moved 3 fucking different times. So to get an interview, like to get it squared off, I think it was really tough at that time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Getting this one alone took everything.
But man, thank you for coming out, bro. I'm gonna give you your flowers real quick because you are one of the most concurrent people in this community that I've seen, and I've had the luxury of at least being more than familiar with, and being able to see so much stuff happen in I wouldn't say I like the best way to put this is I've been a side character and the crazy shit that's happened in your fucking stuff, but there's so much stuff that you just told me has happened that I'm here thinking, oh wow, this is to the extent, but then you tell me, oh no, there's a whole big laundry list of other shit that happened in between. Oh my god, bro, how do you do it?
Tequila.
Yeah, that'll definitely help.
No, I've learned in my time doing this that every iceberg has another secret iceberg. There's never a bottom. The best thing you can do is just focus on what is your goal and stick to that. That's the only thing that makes sense for me still to this day.
I could see that, but I wanted to give a little bit more because I met you the way I think most people meet other people now is through friends of friends. You had a lot of clients at the time when you were having I think it was your first VTuber group, or it might have been your second, but
yeah,
I just was a friendly little tag along that just happenstanced upon got happenstance upon by, I believe it was Mitsuki, and then she was like, "Yo, you should definitely hang out with my peoples. They would definitely like you." And I'm not gonna cap. At the time, it was very much like the new kid goes to school, and you're like, "Okay, let's see what these people are like," and like I had no idea what I was in for. Because y'all were so fucking, you guys are so rad and so cool, and I was like, damn, these guys are just out here like collabing like crazy. They're out here like in the voice calls, just like no biggie, like, oh yeah, you can come in, we're just fucking around, we're just playing like Valheim or some shit, or we're just playing Uno, like join in around if you want.
That's one of the key things that I learned from my little past is I've had a lot of VTubers that I used to manage for. And then I ran my own group, as you remembered at that time. And what happened with that group was I made it into an open community thing, and over time it quickly progressed into this like cool kids only table where nobody can hang out and we don't want to interact with anybody. Whether you're a VTuber, a big VTuber, small VTuber, or just a fan or a lurker, you need to appreciate every single person that gives you a second out of their life. And that's why with what I've been doing as of recent, I don't have doors. I just have beads.
I wanted to ask you, like, with that, like, managing all these people, like, did it ever feel, like, really tough? Because I know for a fact, like, when I have to, like, be a middle management person between, like, two different individuals, that can cause, like, that can cause to be stressful because you don't want to appear too biased to others. Did it ever come across, like, okay, like, I'm trying to be middle management, I'm trying to be, like, hey, I'm here for everybody, but then everybody's kind of like, well, you're more on this side because you guys play this game too much, or you guys hang out like this? Or was it ever like a situation where people try to call upon like your biasy for like another individual, and you're like, dude, I'm here for everyone, can we not fucking play, oh, you're so and so's friend first?
Yeah.
Like, did that ever get like too challenging? Or was that ever called upon? Because you have like 7 clients, no?
So altogether, I had not all at one time, but I think the most I ever had was like 5-6 clients at once.
Oh my god.
Some of them, it ranged around to how much I would be hands-on. Some they just wanted some guidance. Others I did everything for, and I got them assets and shit like that. But the number one thing was being a manager for one person and then having an entire life on the side is not fucking easy. On your job, on your mental, on your body in general, because I was losing sleep because of this. There was an inside joke going around in the community that I was super forgetful because I would miss so much sleep that I would actually start forgetting shit that I heard minutes before. And it was actually getting really bad.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah. At the time, it was my only source of income until I got another job, so, yeah, I kind of had to go all hands on deck for a minute.
Dude, I mean, you were putting in the hours. Like, I don't think there wasn't a stream. Like, I mean, I want to say I was at least, like, familiar with 3 or 4 of your clients that I would, like, pop into their streams. I would be invited to their streams, but there wasn't, like, a stream where you weren't in there, which always, I guess, would always not throw me for a loop, but it always made me wonder, like, dang, this guy has to do it, like, full time, because how can you, like, I could be a part of 2 streams maybe in a day, but, like, you were part of, like, 4 or 5, and God knows how many more after, like, the ones I saw.
Yeah.
Man, you was a real one. And I wanted to ask you this. What do you think is the benefit of being, like, a VTuber, having a VTuber manager? Because I know a lot of people always kind of have that debate of, like, you don't need a manager, and there's some, like, no, a manager can really, like, have its benefits in here and there.
Yeah. So it really depends on what you're planning on doing with your identity as a VTuber, and how much of VTubing and streaming in general, and actually just being a social figure, are you aware of? Because, and this is a little insider knowledge that nobody knows, when Mizuki first started, she was terrible at talking to people. I had my work cut out ahead of me, let me tell you.
We need to clip that. Please clip that, because I'm gonna like be like, I knew you were terrible at talking. She's gonna be like, who said that? That's not true. I was just shy.
That just shows how great she is now.
Dude, yeah, dude, she fucking kills it. I don't think she should do comedy. That's just me. I think she could actually do like a V comedy session, and she would kill it. Oh, my one of my chatters goes, you really need a big hug. Freya, you're allowed to give him a big hug. He'll love that.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, insane respect. But yeah, I mean, you really did like know how to like kind of, I guess the best way to say this, you knew the best way to get through to a content creator or a streamer to like get them not only like off the ground, but even kind of manage them into like, okay, well now you need to work on your clips and your shorts, and I want to see like at least this uploaded on TikTok, because that's a market that you haven't been like catering to, and that's something you should like put yourself into. Like, you fucking like, I'm already, that for one person is difficult because they're their own individual, but like having to like learn 6 other people's like strengths and weaknesses, like I don't think we give enough respect to like management in that situation, because you really work, like I said, you were hands-on for some more than others, but like still hands-on.
Exactly. Like I get this a lot where I hear that VTuber managers, like when they're in corporate, corpo managers and indie managers are a world of a difference. First off, corpos get paid to yell at you. There are times that I forego to check just so I could help them. You will not find anybody in corporate doing that shit.
Well, yeah, because I think yeah, I was like, isn't corporate just kind of like a fancy way of saying, hey, I'm just gonna do my best and use my pool to get you sponsorships and nothing more?
Yes and no. So there are some indie VTubers that come off as corpo that want to be really professional, and that's fine, don't get me wrong on that. But the ones that belong to an actual brand or a company, those are the ones that you don't need to worry about them. They're getting paid no matter what. Whether you win or fail as a streamer, they'll just drop you and find another talent. For an indie VTuber, for an indie VTuber manager, we don't have that. If you fail, we fail.
Oh my god. But I like that aspect, because then it makes everything more intimate in the sense of like your deal is a lot more like it isn't just like, hey, do this, and if you can get to this number, you can do this, then we'll back you up. It's more like, hey, we're working together to get you to this goal. I need you to do more than just stream and talk. Maybe go on this person's thing, or maybe you can like do a collab with this person and kind of get to that outreach. Like that's that like management I think that like, people really do enjoy, is when someone's like, hey, I know this person, they're pretty cool, they're around your like vibe, I think you guys can hit it off, and I think that could be like pretty good content. You should see if you would want to maybe collab with them and shoot your shot and see if they're like cool to hang out with, whether you guys play a video game or just shoot the shit together.
Oh, absolutely. When it comes to communications for getting streamers to hang out or hosting events or doing things like subathons, you got to be able to communicate with not only your streamer, but also their community. And another thing, which I actually know one person who I actually would love to shout out, but there is another VTuber manager who is technically an indie VTuber, and I have been friends with him since I started. I have looked up to him, and I've seen him as a complete like figure to look up to.
Shout him out. You gotta shout him out. If you can send me his link, I'll put him in the in the chat.
Sending it to you now.
Sweet.
His name is literally just Manager Coon.
Manager Coon? That's fucking rad.
Manager Coon.
That's so rad. That's the raddest thing ever. It's straight business at that point.
Literally. From him, I met his talents, and they're absolutely wonderful. But Rosa's my favorite. But yeah, no, he was absolutely a pinnacle for me learning how to do the shit that I had to learn how to do.
Oh man, see, that's cool though. Like, I like that aspect. I think that's like a very hidden aspect of the community, is like when you're allowed to kind of just like not so much get little bro, but like go for someone like, hey, like I've seen that you've been doing this longer than me, or you have basically taken off to this degree, like you want to just help me out and give me some tips or give me some pointers. Like, it never has to come across as like trying to eat off someone's plate, or never comes across of like like trying to overstep someone. I think that's where like when egos don't get crossed, you would be surprised how like normal and how awesome people can be.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I think we were talking about it yesterday, and like there's something that I always like. Every time I see your content, every time I see you like go out there, I always think to myself like, damn, why was I like I understand why I was jealous of you like when I was barely starting in this community, but there is like that level of like, man, how, like, why was I? Because like I said, you were one of the coolest people ever. You're down to earth. You've never been like an overstepper. You've been very respectful. Whenever you approach a bigger or smaller like creator, you're always like, oh hey, like I would like to know about this or that. Like, you genuinely are like a genuine soul that's just like such a vibe. Like, I just gotta give you that flower real quick, because I like, we were discussing kind of drama stuff, and I was like, I feel like this is the root of drama, is ego. Like, everyone trying to be like, I don't know who's a big VTuber, but like everyone who's trying to be like the number one lewd dude or girl and have all of this attention, and they don't want to share that attention with everybody because they think like, if you're taking my numbers, then you're an enemy, not a friend. Like, what the fuck? Like,
no, I gotcha.
What the fuck does that shit come from? Like,
yeah, no, I've myself even fallen into that, because for the longest time, and I think we touched on this a little bit, that starting off as a VTuber, ego is a very big thing that you need to avoid or learn how to control.
Yes,
if you can use your ego in times where it works for you, then that's fine. But you don't want to step on toes with ego, because then it's going to become a whole fucking shit show. With growing up as a VTuber, from VTuber manager to my own VTuber, I had to find my own identity. And for the longest time, I knew I wanted to be 18 plus, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I also didn't want to be like all the other people that were out there. I just wanted to have their reach. I wanted to have that size of community. And what I learned after all this time is, the size of your community doesn't matter. It's when you fall, will they be there to pull you back up? Because you can have 100,000 people, faceless people that you know nothing about. I would rather have 10 close people that are always by my side rather than 100,000 of nothing.
Yeah,
and that took me 4 years to figure that shit out.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think that's the biggest, like, I wouldn't say like lie in this community is like, oh yeah, you can have like 60 friends. Like, you can know 60 people, be cool with 60 people, but like in genuality, like you would only have maybe 10 or maybe even 5 people that you truly can like go to, or like have that like a sense of camaraderie that's a lot deeper than just, oh yeah, like we're just hanging out, we're vibing and talking and, you know, shooting the shit. Like to have like that intimacy where you can be like, dude, I really need to talk to you, like I'm kind of feeling like this. Like I had a friend the other day who was like, bro, I want to get shit off my shoulders, but it's hard because the person I want to talk about is the person that I would normally go to. Like, and how do you tell that person, hey, I'm having issues with you, I don't want you to have feelings yet, I want you to be like, take yourself out of the equation first and not have feelings about everything I want to say about you, but then give me advice about it, and then we can like iron those details out later. It's like, it's almost impossible, because you don't want to, someone's gonna get offended by how you come at them. Someone's gonna be like, okay, that was a little fucked how you said that. I don't know, I sleep too much or I drink too much, and you're like, well, I'm not trying to say you drink too much, I'm just saying you're drinking too much is making things difficult. I don't want you to get too emotional from that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I think that's like the tough part of this, like, is that ego, like not trying to like get caught up, because I think I had that similar, not since identity crisis, but I did have an identity crisis when I was starting streaming. I was like, do I want to be an all age streamer? And I thought like, oh well, all age would be the way to go, right? I want money. I want to be like the fucking, hey guys, look at this toy, like, oh my god, this is so cool, we're gonna play this game in Roblox. And like, I thought that's who I had to be to like get numbers, is be all ages and like try to be transferable for like ages of 12 to fucking 20. And then like I said, it's really you, like seeing you stream and seeing like a lot of your whole crew be like, no, we definitely have to be 18 plus, because we're not fucking safe, regardless if it's not safe for work.
No, we're not.
It's like the shit we talk, this shit we say, like this shit can really fucking, yeah, this shit is bad, dude. Like, it's like almost Xbox lobby group chat bad. Like, we have to be 18 plus. God. And so like I was like, you know what? Yeah, like I don't want to be fake. I don't want to be like I don't want to fake playing a game that I don't like. I was like, motherfucker, I'm a fucking piece of shit, bro. Like I'm ghetto trash. I'm fucking like Itolo, like I'm like this, like why would I want to pretend to be anything of that? And I was like, yeah, dude, just be myself. Let's see how that goes.
Exactly.
I love your chat right here. Loving this interview. His words are near bannable to Twitch as it is. Yeah, I'm surprised Twitch hasn't like full on banned you, like for just testing the boundaries that you do.
This is embarrassing.
Oh, they banned you? How many times?
Hey, Papi, remember how I made that really big event about me getting banned from Twitch?
Yeah.
That account that you're looking at, loving this interview?
Yeah.
That's my second account.
Oh, you have to.
My account's gone.
Jesus Christ. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, oh, dude, like, you have two different. Man, you pushed the bars, bruh.
Damn right I did. They want to allow all this bullshit going on, so I went to fight from tooth and tooth on that one.
I could see it. I mean, I like, because you did say like you wanted to talk about some controversy, because we did have a recent controversy that popped up like last night that was just a real fucking like a duffer, bro. This shit came out of fucking. For me, it came out of nowhere because I didn't know the dude, but it was one of those like I seen him on my feed. I was like, hey, he doesn't look like too bad of a guy. Only to like 15 minutes later, see it document about this person. I was like, oh shit, yeah. What the fuck? Like, why is it always the people that I'm just like, oh yeah, they don't look like they're bad people, that 15 minutes later it hits the, oh no, they're a ditty. They on that Diddy shit.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but you're not entirely wrong.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's like that, like yeah. out of the left field. Like, what? This motherfucker, he think he a big manipulator like that? This man's out here doing this? Like, what the fuck, bro?
That's why when it comes to like interacting in the VTuber community and meeting new people, especially when you're networking, there's a phrase I always keep with me. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Oh my god. But did you read the document or did you pursue it?
I read both of them.
There's both? There's two? I thought there was just one.
Well, the response.
Oh, his response. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. That anything he was gonna say was just gonna be like a Jake Paul apology.
Actually, you know what the worst part is?
What?
Jake Paul's done better.
Oh my god. The apology. Oh man, this guy didn't say sorry at all.
Yeah, the number one thing I've seen about the response that everybody has been quote retweeting is the part where it says, I know that everything is going to be construed against me, so no matter what I say, I guess I'm guilty. Motherfucker, that is not how you come across as innocent.
Jesus. I love that that's a defense now, like, oh hey, I know like me coming out like is gonna be like, you're gonna hear the worst parts of me, and you're already gonna make a judgment call, but that's not true, that's not who I am. You guys who know me know.
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely sick and tired of like these, I wouldn't even call them big VTubers really, but like these people in the community who are like going out of their way to like really damage themselves. Like, don't get me wrong, I've done enough to get damaged. I've done enough to like avenge. Like, if there were everyone document on me, I would be like, oh, here it comes. All right, yep, I definitely was a manipulator. I definitely was a fucking piece of shit. Like, I'm ready. Yeah. I'd be ready for it, and I'm the first one to be like, oh yeah, no, I was a piece of shit, and I apologize to the people who I definitely used and abused. Like, don't fucking ever think that I'm not like ready to like take my accountability. You don't know the fucker, then you know the shit I am. Accountability is the one thing I'll always take. Pause.
Literally. But yeah, no, I get you.
But you, like, I mean, were you like, did you know him, or did you just like kind of in passing have interactions with him?
I knew of him. I always saw his tweets around. I joined his server one time, but at the time I was working my other shitty job day in, day out, so I really didn't have time to hang out in other people's servers. Mm-hmm. I'm currently on like 26 servers, and I interact in 2 of them.
Yeah, same.
Why I'm in them, I don't know. Just to make them feel better, I have no fucking clue.
I think loyalty.
Yeah, I'm just busy on a day-to-day basis because for anybody that doesn't know me, I work a full-time job more than ever now. I am a married husband. I have 2 cats who beg for my fucking attention, and then I have my own community.
Yeah.
And then we're not gonna mention my brain when it just wants to do crack-addicted fucking ideas, like the edits I used to do and shit.
We're preaching the choir, bro. I'm in the same boat. Married man, got 2 cats, a dog. Like, I work like overnight job. Like, dude, it is. I haven't slept. I hope you know this. I haven't slept since I got off work. I got off at like 6 hours ago, 6.5 hours ago, and I've just been playing Marvel Rivals. Like, going, all right, when this interview comes, this will be perfect because right after, I'm taking a nap.
I fucking feel you on that, dude. I had to get up at 6 a.m. so I bring my wife to work. Then I had to drive all the way a few cities away so I could start my fucking training for the new job I just got. And now I'm all the way out waiting, 20, 30 minutes before I go watch a movie. So, yeah, no, I feel you. I have not slept. I've just been going back to back to back. As I told you, I'm currently sitting in my car doing this interview.
It's fine. Whatever, we had to make time, so it's one of those things where it's like, dude, at this point of like whatever we can get, a win's a win, because it's hard to win when
a win is a win. A W is a W, whether it's capital or not.
Yeah. But so you were not in his server, but you were perusing his server at the time, and do you ever like notice that he was a little like forward or off-putting or something like that?
No, honestly, the only thing I really knew about the guy was that he was extremely fucking lonely by the tweets that he would always make is, I have all these people in my server and no one hangs out, and I'm like, damn, I feel that. Go get friends. I'm sorry, it's not as hard as they make it. You just gotta really, like, talk to somebody. No VTuber persona, none of that bullshit. You gotta talk to somebody like they're a fucking human. And guess what? Get a human friend out of it.
That's definitely true.
And then sometimes there's a bonus that they're also a VTuber.
I think what I saw from commenters, because there's a lot of commenters in that were like, I was mutuals with, and I was seeing them with their takes on it, and I was like, dude, this guy was like out and about. Like he was out here. It's like searching for like it always baffles me. It always baffles me because like he was living with his partner or his ex-partner at the time, yet he was always looking for more pussy. And I was like, bro, I don't know what loneliness you have that you're like the person that you live with isn't enough to like satiate your loneliness. Like I can understand to a degree. Were you looking for like homies or something? But then to hear from like the female community go like, no, there were male people who reached out to try to be cool with him. He would just kind of shrug them to the side for just female attention.
Yeah, and that's one of the other things that I've learned because of this that I really don't like is he would hang out with people, right? He would hang out with guys, he would hang out with girls. The problem is the people that he would specifically talk to are all of the guys who go by another name, if you get my drift.
Ah, okay.
And he would only specifically go after those guys. And every single fucking time, or at least this is just from what I've heard from other people who have dealt with it.
We're talking about femboys, right? Like I just want to like get down this like we're talking about femboys, or are we're talking because I'm here saying yes, but I don't really know that.
Well, some of them go by femboy, but no, they're transgender.
Oh. Yeah, okay, so I was in the realm of like, he's purposely targeting people that he knows are
outwardly female.
Outwardly female, and someone he can get his rocks off on or something.
Exactly.
Oh, despicable bastard.
Yep.
I think that's a big red flag.
My close friend.
I think if you're like, I'm distraught, somebody follow me, and the guys are like, dude, you good? I need a female to follow me, and you're like, what the okay, well fuck me for trying to be a fucking homie.
I mean, that's basically what happened. Multiple guys, including myself, I know Tricky tried reaching out. We all like, we didn't DM, but we commented on their posts when they would say, hey, I don't have friends who wants to hang out and do something, blah blah blah. Every other person I know would comment on them. And yet I never heard about them hanging out. But the second somebody else commented on it, you can guess where his attention went.
Get Chafa, bro. Like, that's
shit
fucking,
like that is
fucking pandering, bro. Fucking panderer.
Yeah.
I just.
But anyway, that motherfucker cooked.
Yeah, no, like I saw this shit. Like everyone was like I said, I'm friends with a decent amount of people that are like into like not safe for work, and I'm like, oh yeah, like to hear like, oh yeah, he tried to trick me into a poly relationship. He definitely targeted me because he saw poly on my thing. I was like, damn, this motherfucker like dead ass was like targeting. Like this is different. This is a different level of calculation. This is like Dexter level. Well, I don't want to give him the compliment, Dexter level. This is like I don't want to give him that compliment, but. This is like
I have another name, but it might be a little bit of a hot topic.
Okay, shoot the name.
This is on a Death Blooms level.
Oh God. Death Blooms.
Oh God.
What a fucking like that's a perfect there you go, that's the perfect match right there. You should just hook them up. Just hook them up. And like that's one thing I kind of like I want to get annoyed about. Like I'm a simple man. I'm a simple one woman man. Like now, but like it gets infuriating when I'm like, dude, why didn't you just be single? Like, is it so scary to be single and like just be open about like, hey, I'm just here to fuck around, and if you guys want to fuck around with me, that's cool. If not, it is what it is. Like, why have to do all this backseating? Why have to do all these like have to convince my partner to be poly so that way we can so I can get what I want and break rules in that said agreement? Like you're just doing so fucking much, and you don't want to let those people go. You could just break up with her or them. I don't really know what the gender was. I'm assuming her. But you can break up with them and you can end the relationship, but then you want to cry and be like, no, I love her, but it's just I want her too. And it's like, you're not respecting anyone's boundaries here, buddy. You just want to get your rocks off and you want to be able to not be a fucking piece of shit. You gotta pick. Do you want to be a piece of shit who gets his rocks off, or do you want to be in a actually functioning relationship where you have to be accountable? Like you're gonna lose regardless because you don't want to lose.
Exactly.
Death balloons. That was one that came out of left field too.
Yep.
Oh man, it just. Can I tell you a theory I have? Like, this is just a theory I had like about these situations, because I always feel like it's people who never had not good interactions, but never had an influx of attention from what they like wanted. That always, when they join a sphere where they can get some publicity or they can get some fame, always abuse it. Like, I don't know Bloom's story, but I can tell, like, if she probably never became a VTuber, and this is not blaming the VTuber community, but if she didn't get as popular as a VTuber and wasn't constantly getting given attention, she probably wouldn't have been the way she is. But because she doesn't know how to handle that ego, she goes, oh, I can get away with this. My boyfriend can allow me to do this because it's not really real, but it's real for enough for you to risk your relationship for. Like,
yeah,
like, it's real enough that your partners are uncomfortable or like kind of hesitant about it, but you're gonna basically gaslight them and say, oh, it's not that real because there's nothing actually happening. And you're like, there's stuff happening, you're trying to downplay this so you can get away with what you want. Like, you've never had probably influx of male attention or female attention, and now that it's coming towards you, you want to like enjoy it. If you want to enjoy it, just be single, like, because that's what it's gonna be. You're gonna be single at the end of this, one way or another.
Literally.
Oh man. But enough about other people. Enough about other people's shit. Let's talk about yours. Because you were like the one person who had a doc against them, but you pulled you pulled the Kuwait, bro. You pulled the Uno reverse card.
I pulled the Kuwait. I love that.
Like, you had the receipts. You had everything. Yeah, you had everything ready to like go like, oh, you sweet summer children. You thought you had me? You thought you fucking had me? Motherfucker, I've been waiting for this shit. I've been taking notes to your shit. Like, it's on. Like
I didn't want to come across like I did 5 brain chess, but I really did kind of go through it like that.
Bro, it was fucking awesome because like I messaged, like when the shit came out, the first thing I did was like, I gotta message him. I gotta find out what's real and what's fake. And all you told me, and I believed the second you said, you're like, bro, I already know what's happening. I've been aware of this. I got my shit ready lined up. Wait for my stream. And I was like, oh shit. Oh, it's my boy gonna pull a Kuwait. He's gonna fucking bring out the receipt. And then you did. And of course, man, you invited the people who were like, thought they had you on there, and they were looking dumb, and they were like I know you ironed out some with others, but like, I thought it was funny that you were like, bro, I told you this, and we don't want to tell you the real reason why you're upset. And I was like, oh, damn, not that. Like, it was yeah, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard. Like, this man's fucking was ready for the deposition.
Dude, that shit was so funny. That PNG was made on the day of. I didn't even ask for it. One of my friends was in VC with me at the time while I was talking to a few people. And they were like, oh, you're gonna be going live? Hold on, I got an idea for this. And then they came back with the PNG and like, I have to use this now. I legally have to.
Bro, you fucking not like us them, bro. You were like, I had Meet the Grams already lined up right when Drake dropped. You fucking pulled the Kendrick Lamar and were like, I already knew you were gonna drop. Here's my drop. And I was like, what the fuck? Oh my god, this is a fucking...
with the original Kendrick.
Oh man, dude.
But yeah, no, it was
Well, first off,
in all the years I've known VTubers and been in the community, I've ever seen or witnessed another VTuber do any shit like that, except for Papi Lich's girlfriend.
Yeah.
That was a fucking debut.
Dude, that fucking... I never liked that dude, but like, not just because we share a name, but just like...
My whole thing, as not even as a VTuber, but just as like a social commentator or someone who's in the social space, I immediately already distrust people who are always happy and happy, like go lucky and shit like that. If you're never an asshole, I don't trust words you say.
I feel that. I like, what does Iron Man say to Captain America? I don't trust somebody without a dark side. Like,
Yeah, exactly, literally.
Like, I need to know that you hate something. Like, you have to hate something that people like. And
we're all human.
Yeah. But back to what you were saying, like, I was celebrating it because I was like, oh my god, this guy's ready. Like, and I'm gonna put you in my headspace, bro. When you're like, I listened to the entire stream. You know what I was doing? I was cleaning my house, bro. I was like, ah, shit. I was cleaning my house. I was like, I think setting stuff up. I set up my cat's cat scratcher. I was doing dishes. This is back at my old spot before it got flooded. But I was like, oh shit, here we go. This is about to be good. And it was, dude. I honestly think like it was, if like jokes aside, it probably was the best way to resolve issues. I mean, the best way to resolve issues is in private and like really iron those things out. But I mean, who does private anymore? But the second best way is being able to be like, hey, look, I'm on the stand. We're gonna acknowledge people who basically came against me, and I'm gonna answer all your questions. And then you just, of course, had to throw a little sass in there too, just to be like, come on, but like, I know why you really don't like me. Let's we don't have to be around the bush. It's because of this. It's fine. Like, we're human. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I think my favorite part about the entire event, even though I didn't really enjoy any, but I had to find some kind of positive.
Yeah.
Was the original part of the doc was just all the random shit that they were saying, right?
Yeah.
None of that meant anything to me. So I'm like, all right, I'll just put out the fucking information here. And the best part is, and this actually doesn't get done a lot, is I showed everything live. I went to my Discord and just
you looked it up, and that's from someone who would like was like, all right, where's that one thing from like that somebody sent me? I can't do that. I don't have the patience to go like 5 plus pages beyond and go, okay, wow, where is that? You were like, no, you guys want to see everything live? We're gonna do everything live. And I was just like, God, he has more patience than me, buddy, because I could not.
And unfortunately for the other ones, I couldn't show those live because I did show the DMs live, though, that they completely deleted all of their fucking responses, which, you know, when you're innocent, you have nothing to hide, you delete evidence.
Yeah. Because it felt like they tried to Kenji you just a bit. Like, they just didn't like you for your personality, and they were just mad.
Kenji.
The poor man's Kenji. Just instead of a monkey, you're a demon.
Literally.
But I that's what I hated about it, because I remember like reading it and I was like, dude, this, like, a lot of this is a big stretch, but most of it just seems like people who just either had a falling out with you, or were just like I said, like, had this ego that, like, I don't know if you took their girl, I don't know if like they know they just got mad that you.
They fucking come at me like I did.
They do, and I think that's what it seemed like to me. I was like, well, did he fuck their girl or something? Because, like, why would you just have this much hate and vitriol against somebody for no, like, the only reason I can only assume is you were mad that this happened, or you're mad that, like, so-and-so probably took his side on a situation, and you don't like that, you don't get the attention, because that's what it felt like. It just felt like a clique of girls that don't like one girl, and we're like, oh yeah, we don't like this bitch, and it's like, okay, but why? Because. Yeah. And it's like, because it's not a fucking, it's not enough there. Like, you have to have a fucking reason. What's the real reason? But they don't ever want to say the real reason because they know it's just as petty as the hate they have.
That's exactly what they did to my old group, which is why it had to get disbanded. Because once it became that fucking mean girl picky bullshit, I had nothing else to do with it.
Yeah, girls are scary.
And
yeah,
it died immediately.
and that's very disappointing. I think it's something that like my wife, she's I love her to death, but she's bisexual. She goes, I would love women if women weren't women. And I was like,
oh my
wow.
God, your wife sounds like my wife.
And I was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. And she was cracking me up, and I was dying, and I was like, yeah, like it's really like the catty, cliquey behavior that really makes you go like, okay, why? But why, really? Because we can get over that real quickly. I'm a simple man. I can just go, all right, so you don't like me because I do this way. That's cool. Okay, what else do you got? And they're like, no, that's just it. And you're like, really? You're taking effort to not like me and have a disdain for me just because you don't like my fucking personality. Like,
yep.
You're fucking okay. Well, if you don't like me for my personality, we could leave it at that. But then you want to put false allegations on my name, so you don't seem like a dumbass for hating me because maybe your girl took my side on something, or maybe the girl you liked didn't like you that way, and you want to blame me for some odd reason.
Yeah, that's right there. That's nail on the head.
It's always somebody else's fault why the girl you like didn't like you. It's never just your fault, yeah. But
never
personal
responsibility for being a creep or anything.
Yeah, it's always that, right? It's always she didn't like me. Like, I don't know, have you watched the Commandos yet? The on HBO, the Creature Commandos, the new DC show?
Yeah.
It's, you know how Frankenstein is like, but you made her for me. She's supposed to be my wife. That's what it always feels like. That's what it always feels like. And then they get cooked by their own father, and then now they're fucking
Getting cucked by your own father is a crazy sentence.
It could be crazier. It could.
Oh.
But that's what it feels like. I think that's like the issue with a lot of people is like, it has like that high school like, hey, bro, I liked her first, so you have to back off, and it's like, what? Bro, I don't like her like that. We're just homies. No, but you're cock blocking me. It's like, how am I? Sorry about my dog. He don't like people. No, he's like his father. He don't like people. Pop. But but that's how it feels. Like, you don't deserve someone's attention. Someone doesn't have to give you anything in return. The fact that your friends could be enough. Anything more, anything less is just your fault.
Literally.
Oh man. But what was I want to know this? What was your mindset? Because you knew about this way before. Like, you got the dirty secret, and they really thought that they had like people against you. Like, yeah, they really thought they had people who just, because it seemed like they looked for people that didn't like you. Like, they were paying the streets. Dude, what dirt do you got on him?
The irony is, during that year was like one of the hardest times for people to get jobs. Yeah, I've never seen motherfuckers outsource so goddamn much.
You're like, motherfucker, if you wanted to know the worst parts about me.
They found people I talked to 2 years before it. They found people I talked to when I first became a VTuber. Like, I don't even remember half of these people. And then the rest of them, I don't want to remember.
No, man. I think I'll say this, and I think this is like, because you did go through a burnout after that first group collapsed. And I remember I believe I was in Rosarito. Like, I live in Mexico right now, but like, I remember I was on vacation in Rosarito. I was by myself, and I remember like, I had seen you were posting. I was like, man, I'm gonna give him my best, bro, because I understand burnout fucking sucks. And I remember you had messaged me about I forgot who this person was, but you're like, oh man, I thought you didn't like me because like me and her had a falling out. And I was like, nah, bro, like she She told me like what happened, and I was like, well, that's what do you expect? Like, I don't know, like, I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but like, I was like, you kind of like set yourself up for failure. Like, you were in a position where you thought you were gonna get like their main priority. Like, no, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know who's gonna spoil this for you, kiddo, but like, you got a priority goes to the person who's in the life the longest and basically has the last name. You are just kind of like, I don't know how to the best way to say this, but you're just there. You're just high. That's what you are.
So eloquently put. But no, I got you exactly on that.
And I think that like person didn't get it. But then again, that person I'm talking about, I can't remember their name, and that's why I can't really like put them up there, because I'm like, what was their old name? But
see, you said that, I've already thought of 20 different people.
See, there you go. But like, I remember they came to me like trying to dish dirt, and I was like, don't do this. Like, it's not Mijita. It is not a pretty look. Like, this is high schooly. Like, you had a falling out with somebody, they didn't treat you right. It happens to the best of us. Just take it on the chin. You technically do have a boyfriend who you see every day. Just let it go. Just let it go. But I guess people don't like. Everyone gets scorned. I think that's the problem. Everyone gets scorned, and they pick to be offended over getting over things.
See, the issue with that is, to be scorned by somebody means that they would have to have some kind of intent against you. What they're doing is they're scorning themselves.
Oh, yep.
And you can't feel a burn like that when you won't give your time to, you know, bloom. When you shoot yourself down from the very get-go and you start comparing yourself to somebody, and that one person just has one little tweak that's better than you, and you hold that against yourself, until you let that go, you will never prosper.
It's like no one's played a Persona game. Like,
yeah,
they don't want to deal with the ugly truth, and the ugly truth is, hey, maybe you're just not that good of a person, and that's okay.
Maybe be better.
Like, it's okay to be not that good of a person, because then that leaves room for improvement. Like, that's like the half glass mindset. The half full mindset. The half empty is, oh, if I'm not good and you're calling me out, if you're saying I'm not a good person, then you're equally not a good person. It's like, yeah, duh. No one's a good person.
Yeah.
It's working.
I'm
isn't
no fucking saint.
Yeah, good isn't
Literally,
something you work for. Good isn't just a state of being. Good is something you do. It's, I try to be a good person. You're not just a good person.
Exactly.
I think that's the biggest issue. I think that's like what comes down to all of these individuals is like, no one wants to be the bad guy. It's like, no. You can be the bad guy and be better. But being the bad guy, just by taking that responsibility, means you have to take accountability. And everyone sees accountability like cat and water. Like, they don't mix. Don't want to touch it. Get it away from me.
Literally.
Like,
there's being the bad guy, and then there's being the villain. I strive to be their bad guy.
the toxic people.
Exactly.
Oh man, but what do you got going now? What's in the works now? Since, because you just got a new job, you told me about this, and congratulations, by the way.
Thank you
for like never sleeping again.
You're not wrong.
But yeah, you got a new job. I'm happy for you. You got stuff going on now. Like, are you excited for what's coming? Or you're kind of just like, dude, I'm just happy to have a job and what comes with this?
I am excited for everything. I've actually not had this much excitement in a very long time.
Nice.
So, not going to go too deep into it, but I made a public post that I've swapped creators, and I now only officially have one main set artist that I work with.
Nice.
For everything, essentially.
Ooh.
And actually, it's the post that I recently put out today on Twitter and Blue Sky. I'm going to be going back and actually doing the things that I want to do, which was my song covers. I am a V singer. I fucking claim that title, so I may as well be doing it.
You gotta do it.
So I got some covers coming up in the future, near future actually. Do you know of my female form?
Yeah, I believe the name is like, it's not Viola, right? It's like
Valeska.
There you go. I knew it had to be a cool name.
Dude, I got that from Gotham.
Valeska? Is that from Gotham?
Yeah. So I was watching Gotham one day after, I think it was like months after I made Valerio. And I was just watching Gotham and I heard that Jerome's full name is Jerome Valeska. And I'm like, yo, that kind of go hard though. And here
Valeska.
we are.
That's a fucking rad name.
Oh yeah. You want to know what else is rad?
Right.
2025, her model's gonna be done.
Whoa, really?
Full body.
Dude,
Core
that's...
outfit, all the toggles.
All the dangles. All the dongles.
Yep. Everything. And
that's fucking
that
awesome.
is going to be due, yeah, literally. That's going to be all due to my favorite and my amazing model mom for Valeska only, which is Mora.
Shout out to Mora. Big shout out.
Mora Ashura. I love her to death. But yeah, so I got song covers coming out soon. I got Valeska getting her own full model. Hope you can stop fans play as well.
Sweet.
But actually, V and Venus are actually getting updates as well, currently.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna have a 4.0 and a 3.0 coming out for those two.
Damn, we got like so much going on.
Yeah.
Does it feel good though to be, because I had this originally, the show was originally like a passion project of mine that I really wanted to do, and it just it kind of fell in the back burner because other things kind of like started coming in, like, but I won't lie, like ever since I was able to reopen this, like I've just been happy to do this show. Like I love meeting new people, and I love like getting to know other VTubers, because like I said, we really haven't collabed, but like I feel like this is like a fun conversation, and this is exactly like the type of vibe that I've always tried to strive for with this show.
Literally, this is the first time that we've ever done a stream together, and it's been great.
Yeah, dude. And are you happy now? Like, does it feel like when you finally get to like, oh, well, now I get to like go for the things that I want, because there's not necessarily drama gets in the way, but like I mean, stress can really like just dampen the tastiest of cakes. Like stress will make a cake taste like ash.
Oh yeah.
And like now it feels like everyone's able to just kind of like breathe a little easier and go like, no, we got this squared away, we got this going on, we can have this going on. It feels great to feel like there's stuff happening, there's activity now.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic. The best way that I think about it is, if I'm going to have stress in my life, I want it to be from my life. Work, there's always going to be stress in marriage, don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, I know that for a fact.
I want my personal life to have stress. That's fine. My VTuber life, I don't need stress. I stressed before because I was trying to make bills meet. I was trying to stress before because I was overloading myself with too much creation with not enough time. But the number one cause of my stress was I wanted to be a big name, or I wanted to get bigger. I wanted to have more people, I wanted more followers and all this. And it took me this long to realize that that number does not fucking matter. And
doesn't.
with every post I make, that number drops, and I find that as a positive. Because it means either one, we're getting rid of more bots, but two, if people leave because of the shit I post, why the fuck would I want them there in the first place? I post a stream where I want all of my followers to be there, and I have like, say 10,000 followers and only 5 people show up, what the fuck is the point of those 5,000 followers?
Yeah, it just kind of feels irrelevant at that point. It's just like, because I think that's the beauty of it. It's like you want to cultivate your community. You don't want to just like plant like fake plants and, you know, just say, oh yeah, this is my community, when like only 2 of the plants are like no, I'd rather grow and farm for the real thing than just stage it to seem like the real thing. And that's not to shout it. And that's not like an attack on people who like eventually like probably only have like 50 people that they really are cool with in their chat, or like can notice that. It really is just the idea of like growth. Success in this is very different in everyone's eyes. Like everyone has their own.
Oh, absolutely.
Like for me, like I think, like when I got with my wife, like when we started dating, like one thing I had made the decision on was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna stop, doing lewd content. I'm not gonna be very not safe for work anymore. I think I'm just gonna like my interactions with other people and that it's gonna stop, because I was always flirty. I was like, I'm just gonna stop this, like, and she was one who was like, I understand if you have to be, and I was like, why would I have to be? Like that really hit me. As like, have to be, like, why would I why would I hide the fact that I have a partner? Why would I hide that? Why would I be ashamed? It's like, no, dude, like if I lose people because they don't like that I have a partner, or they don't like that I'm like in a serious relationship, then why would I want those people still in my community? Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. No, I understand that completely.
So that's why I was like, nah, fuck that. That's why I went full throttle with it. And I know some people would have been like, I think I would have just kind of, just drizzled it in there. I was like, nah, fuck drizzling. Like, we're gonna fucking dump a bunch of sugar on it and see what people like either stay or go. And I am happy. You can do. I will say I was very happy that a lot of people were very like, oh, congratulations, or like, we're happy to see that, or like, that's awesome. Like that made me happy, because I was like, okay, so it doesn't matter what type of content you do. Like people will always, if people like you and respect you, they will just be okay. So yeah, awesome. I know what boundary not to cross with you anymore. And I was like, thank you. See, that's a fucking win. How are you on time? Are you like 30 minutes till 5 till?
Oh yeah, but I got like 15 minutes.
Okay, perfect. That's a perfect time to like just kind of like give your like last minute, like, you already told us what you got going on in the future, what you got coming up. Like, is there anything that you've like from like all of this, like from the drama, from working hard to like legitly hitting that zero burnout, like is there like you've definitely come across a lot of epiphanies? Like what is your, like, obviously one of them was the numbers don't matter. What's another one that you just kind of like really wish that you knew early on, and like something that you wish you knew, like you could have told early V when they started?
There is one thing I can think of. It's a lesson that I'm gonna have with me for the rest of my life too. This is not just VTubing.
Yeah.
No matter how smart you think you are, or how well you think you know people, or how close you think someone is to you, anything can happen. People that you call your closest friends, or your confidants, or your literally even lovers, can change on a fucking drop of a dime. And when and if that happens, the number one person you need to fucking focus on is you. I have been through that shit so many times, I've become numb to it at this point. I've lost friends, lovers, everything, you name it. And after each one, back then, I would always go into a state of depression, or I would get really upset with myself, or I would start lashing out on other people who did not fucking deserve it. In the last year, since everything had come to pass, I have learned more than ever to be true to myself and only myself. And that is why I'm still here now.
Nice. That's the realest thing I've heard. I think that's like as good as it gets as like advice for like your beginning self or your early self. Is like, that's wow. All right, I don't want to keep you. I know you definitely have a movie or play or movie. What are you going to go see?
Movie.
Okay, I was like, I thought you were gonna go see the musical. That's all. I was like, are you gonna go see the musical Wicked? Because I was like, that's definitely. Fuck yeah, dude. That's a vibe. But yeah, I hope you enjoy your movie. I don't want to keep you longer. I know you guys probably want to get in and get your popcorn and get the, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Did you want to leave me a link to somebody that you would like to raid? Because that's one thing I like to do on the show is like I like to give like the option of leading the raid.
Yeah. Let me see who's on. You know what? I got one.
All right, so just you could always message them to me. That way I can just put their name in the raid and get it going.
There you go.
Awesome. I'm going to raid them. I hope you have a wonderful time at the movie. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I heard great things about it.
Thank you. We're looking forward to it.
Awesome. All right, you can go to. You're free. You're free, my friend.
All right. But,
have a good one.
Go, Papi.
What's up?
Thank you, man, for this.
Of course.
I know the scheduling has been shit. We've changed date twice now, but thank you. I really appreciate this.
I appreciate you for coming on the podcast. Like I said, you're one of the coolest people, one of the most down-to-earth people. You're a straight shooter in my book, and I am always happy that we had the happen chance to meet. You're one of the coolest people I've had a chance of meeting, and I mean that not just cool as in cool points. I mean cool as in like someone who is genuinely themselves, and that is why to this day you have a fan base and you have a great amount of friends around you because of who you are. I love you too, bro.
Fuck, it made me blush, god damn it.
Oh man. Of course. Go enjoy yourself. Have a good time. You deserve this day off.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. All right, we're gonna leave this raid. That was a great interview. I like that a lot. Shout out to him. Don't forget to go follow him. On I believe the account is VIdiots. I want you guys to go follow them and to show him love, bro. He's out here working his hardest. He's got a new stuff going on. He's got a bunch of song covers. We're gonna get ready for that. That's gonna be pretty fucking lit. We're gonna lead this raid. I know this was only like an hour stream or something. Maybe I might stream later tonight for like shits and giggles, or maybe I stream tomorrow for shits and giggles. Who knows? But I hope you guys have a wonderful time. I have been your D.Sixx Yokai Papiwolf saying peace out, peace and love, y'all, and adios. And for the people who came in because of Valerio's people, thank you for coming and chatting and putting in some input. Give him all the love in the world. He's a great person. And now we're gonna go raid somebody that he has us looking after. So, raiders, go show these people love. And the message for the raid message will be V sent us. So let's get that going.